watching Shapely TV, we're the ones to see, bringing you fresh content through your media screens. I'm Aya, the host. We float by every coast to bring you hotness. Hope you enjoy the show. Hi guys, welcome to Shapely TV, and today's episode is the Fat and Active episode. We have some lovely guests. Some you have seen before, like Toya. Others like Aisha and Nikki. So during this episode, we will be talking about getting started. Everybody knows the journey starts with one step. So we're going to talk about what inspired or motivated people to take that one step and what keeps them going. We're also going to go over some tips and tricks to help you on the day-to-day. We're going to talk about getting cute, and we have the people's favorite, Mitsy, to come and do her fashion segment. We have our view of the month, the event we're looking forward to, and how support helps you in the long run. So with that being said, let's start with getting started. So getting started seems to be one of the most toughest things, I think, for people. We think about it, we watch people moving and shaking, and we want to do it, but we can't. I know myself personally, like I've started like a million times, but I'm a big fan of, you get knocked down 9 times, you get up 10. So let me tell you why I chose the people you see up here today. Toya does powerlifting. She also runs. Aisha, I've followed her weight loss journey for years now, and I think she's so motivational and so inspiring. And Nikki, I met her in Coco last year. I've known you the shortest. However, I feel like your impact has been very sufficient, and I like your reach and how you use your platform. Okay. So if you can touch on what got you started in your auspice, and then we'll go.
Okay. So I started powerlifting. I would say, well, actually, what happened was I was cycling, and the manager at our gym, Chelsea Pierce Fitness, one of the best gyms in New York City, Chelsea Pierce manager at the time, he was like, Toya, you always you always cycling. Have you thought about lifting? And I looked at him like he was crazy. I was like, what you mean lifting? And he was like, you should join our club or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll think about it, and I'll try it or whatever. So then I decided to try the club, and I think it was the best thing I ever did. Like, it turned out to be, I found my sport. Like, I love it. All those concepts or ideas that people have about lifting weights, they think, oh, I don't want to be bulky, I don't want to look like a man, which is not true. Like, yes, there are women who are very ripped, have a lot of muscle, and that might make them look very strong. I don't like to say they look like a man, they just look really strong. But I would definitely say lifting weights is probably a really important thing to add to your workout routine. It helped me to actually lose the weight that I wasn't losing when I was just doing cardio, because I found myself to plateau a lot. So I would lose weight and I'll just stay at a certain weight, and then it would never go past that. So when I started lifting, that's how I got over the plateaus. And I actually competed the first year I started powerlifting, and I got first place. Thank you. So, and then the running I just did so I had some cardio in the middle. But what I like too with my training at the time with my coach, he doesn't really, the cardio is not like a 45. I always did short, really intense spurts. That's where you get the most benefit. It's actually, a lot of studies show that long strength stretches of cardio actually are not good for you. So and I hate cardio. Cardio is boring. I don't care what anybody says.
I like cardio.
Yeah,
the elliptical is my best friend.
Yeah, I think cardio is so boring. I've tried it. Even with Soka, it's still boring. I can't take it, yo.
Hit cardio.
Hit cardio.
Tabata.
Yes.
20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
That's it. That's all you do. 20 minutes.
I gotta Google that.
Yeah, try that. And you get better results with that versus like you stay on the treadmill or the elliptical for 45 minutes. So
you get your heart rate up. You
right.
get spurts of even if you're doing the elliptical, put the intensity up and the incline up,
right,
and go for a good minute as fast as you can against it, and then lower it back down. So even if you're gonna do that long stretch of cardio, get those spikes
challenge
and get
yourself.
Your heart rate up.
So that's where I got started. How about you?
I got started in. It's weird because if I go on my Facebook and I look on my on this day, since Facebook's I've been on it, you'll see me in the gym. You'll see me in the gym, and I wasn't losing any weight. So a few years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, my sister sent me a picture at my grandmother's birthday party, and I'm on the couch, and I was like, "Who is this person, and why is she taking up half the couch?" So it is like you said, you do start a million times. I did start a million times, but it was at that point that I decided this is it. This is the time that I'm going to give them all. I'm not going to stop when it gets hard. And my cousin, my younger cousin, she runs a workout group, LM Fitness. She does a boot camp in the South Bronx. And I went to her house and I started telling her she lost 112 pounds. And I was just like, you know, she's my little cousin, but she's my inspiration. So I was just like, how did you do it? And I'm sitting at her table and she was going over some things with me. And then I just broke down crying. I was like literally streaming, tears down my face. And it was just really bad. And I was just like, I got to do this. I really have to do it this time. And that really is what started this stint. That was my last start so far. Because who knows what the future holds. And I do pray I don't stop. But, and I push myself every day. And even if I have an off day or even an off week, I don't use that as another start. I just keep pushing. So I started with the boot camps. And, you know, things that you learn. I did boxing. I did... you know, all types of different things, swimming and any type of workout you can think of. I've tried it, I've done it. And then I just kind of do my own thing. I take different things from what I've learned from different places and I incorporate it into my everyday.
I think that is so important to customize your stuff.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's not going to like everything. Everything might not work for everybody, but if you pull what you like from each thing, I think you're inclined to be more committed to it. So, yeah.
So right now I'm doing like my own little thing to kind of keep me motivated. I'm doing like these little 30-day workouts. And so I'm pushing myself 30 days. Each 30 days I'll do something different. This month is 100 squats a day, 100 push-ups a day.
Oh, check you out.
Next month is going to be 100 burpees and 100 ab exercises. But in between, I do my cardio and I hit the gym and I do my recovery because my gym is really cool. It has saunas and spas and I take full advantage to relax the muscles. And that's, you know, keeps me motivated too.
All right, so I'm gonna go way left here because I'm not in the gym, but staying active, I dance a lot, and if I'm gonna hit a gym, I'm gonna hit a Zumba class or something because that's something I actually enjoy to do, dancing and just being more active. I do love summer, spring hiking. You know, getting out, just walking more. Hiking is probably my favorite thing. Some uphill to get to that amazing view where I'm gonna take a million pictures at. Even that's the reward, but we're gonna get up that hill, okay? But yeah, just getting up, being moving. I mean, for me, it was, I started to not want to do anything. I was at a point where it was, I just stood in the house all the time, cause it's a lot, you know. My bones, my knees was hurting, my back was hurting. I didn't want to do anything because I knew it was gonna be an issue. So the change I wanted was to be able to enjoy a better lifestyle, be able to move a little bit more. So yeah, it's just getting out, moving more, enjoying things you like to do. Find something you like to do. I don't want to be in a gym. However, I don't. I'm going to be very honest. I don't want to be in a gym. But I won't mind shopping. You know, I do go out with a few girls. And it was hard. You know, you can't be out in the mall for a whole hour when your back and your knees hurt. You're ready to sit down. You're ready to, you know, all right, I'll wait for you guys right here. Let me know when you're ready. But, you know, just keeping up with life. I don't want to miss out on life because it's hard. So, yeah, being more active. I dance in the house a lot.
I like that you touched on that because when I started this and even with the Fatty Friendly Day of Fitness, the goal really wasn't to make people think that they needed to lose 100 pounds or whatever the case may be. The goal, it was just to get people to be more active, to move more. I think there's so when we go to these events and stuff, the mobility issues and things like that. And even when we travel, there's things I want to do that my friends will say, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I end up either doing it by myself or with way less people than I could have if everybody was to join in. And yes, and being more active, you can lose weight, but there's so much more things that come with it. I could share my perspective. It's like when I was diagnosed with swollen optic nerves, papilledema is what they call it. I was devastated, and they looked for so many different causes. I had to get a spinal tap. I had to get everything, all these testing, the MRIs, MRVs, because they were like, what's causing it? They thought I had Lyme disease. They thought it was cancer. Oh, and at the end of the day, it was like, nope, you're just fat. Like, it's too much pressure on the body. And after doing that, I was always an active person, but I would start then stop. If I had a bad day, a bad week, it was just like it turned into a bad month or 3
tomorrows.
Right?
A lot of tomorrows.
And it sucks that for some of us, it takes hearing like devastating news or bad news to make that more active lifestyle change. But for me, that's what did it for me. And my results aren't only on the scale. Your results won't always be on the scale. Because I wear the same size I did now than I did when I was 30 pounds heavier. But my clothes fit differently. My lab results are differently. My blood sugar is down. My eye pressure is stable. So those are the results that I look forward to. Losing weight, yep. I love when I don't have to like for a picture anymore. You know what I'm saying? But the other things that I get from it is awesome too.
That's what's important.
Right. So I think a pivotal part in losing weight also is support. I know sometimes we have oh, you going to the gym? Have fun. You know what I'm saying? And people like aren't encouraging, or you think you're better than us, or people think you're trying to impose your lifestyle on them. And that's not necessarily the case. And we could have 2 different lifestyles and still be friends. And I think that's if I can tell, we're not going to do everything the same, and that's fine as long as you accept me and I accept you. So does anybody have any support stories or?
I have a few non-support stories, but I do have a few support. Most of my support comes from people that I actually don't know. Yeah. It's people that are on Facebook, and you run a group, and people in Colorado and Florida, Ohio, and we all post and we all root each other on. I have people that are in my job that say, I'm going to the gym with you, and every single time I can't because of something, one thing or another. We make one class and then they don't show up. And sometimes it gets a little discouraging, but to myself, I just say, you know what, just go. Who cares if they don't come? I'm going to go, and sometimes I'll offer it to come so they can, you get in the pool while I work out. Right. Use the hot tub. Yeah. Just come with me and keep me company, But you get a lot of people who, once you are doing it too much, then they, like you said, feel like you're imposing your lifestyle on them. And I don't want to make anyone feel that way. I want to be healthier. And I want to do this for me. And if you'd like to join me,
I like that.
It is much easier when you have a support system, though. I would be more wanting to go to the gym if somebody held my hand and brought me to the gym with them, and we could get this workout on together. It does seem to be a little bit easier, and you have fun with it. When you have somebody that's holding your hand, or is, come on, sis, come work out with me. Cause if not, I'm not gonna front. I'd be the person like, tomorrow.
Yeah, I think for me, I found, like you said, strangers. My team became my support, and it's funny. I kind of ended up having like a second family, because like that whole I completely understand now professional athletes, like football players, like that whole camaraderie and that connection you have with them, because they understand the work that you have to do to be your best self, and they understand your struggle, or they understand, like, there was a time when I was training for my first competition, and I'm training with people, with women, with one of my, shout out to Tabitha. Tabitha's one of the strongest girls I know. This girl's doing pull-ups, broad shoulders. She doing push-ups just like the guy. She benching. And Tabitha's like so positive and so like, and like, you know, motivated. She's like, Toya, you can do it. You can get it. Get it, Toya. And then like, you just feel like all that support. I can't even describe it, but like, I never felt that good about myself ever in life. Like, I discovered a whole side to me that I didn't even know was there through my powerlifting club and that other family that I have.
And you feel strong. You feel like I can do it. I enjoy, and it's a bittersweet thing. I enjoy going into a workout class, and I'll mix it up. I'll do some Zumba, I'll do some Tabata, I'll do some yoga, I'll do, you know, a lifting class. And when you're doing it and you get these shocked faces of people and saying,
don't you love it?
You did a great job. And they're like, thanks. You don't know if you take it as a compliment or as an insult, because you know that they prejudged you.
Right.
Walking in, and you know that they prejudged you from just looking at you and seeing, you know, I'm 5'2", I'm 100 pounds overweight.
Right.
But for someone to look at me and to prejudge me in class and say, she's going to need the modified, she's not going to be able to do it, she's probably going to take several
But does that make you go harder? Like subliminally?
Yeah. It does make me go harder. It makes me push myself. It makes me stand my tail in the front of the class. Not in the back.
Like, I know all the
and I know everybody behind me is going to see if I'm going to put this knee down to the floor when I do a lunge, or if I'm going to fake it. And so that knee goes to the floor, and it motivates me and it pushes me. In my own mind, I'm competing with myself, and I'm just, you know, that acknowledgement that you get at the end of a class, and people say, "Great job," even though it's an incredulous, you know, tone in their voice. You're like, yes, thank you. Great job.
I just started boxing probably like a month ago. And I was coming out to getting my car repaired, and there was a boxing gym across the street. And I said, oh, let me go in and see. You know, I had just finished watching Creed. It was dope. And I walked in, and it was like a boxing gym, because I tried like the other boxing classes. To me, those were more so aerobic classes or whatever. You really didn't learn technique, really didn't learn to box. Like, that was a boxing gym. Like, it smelled like a boxing gym, looked like a boxing. It was a boxing gym. Ended up signing up the same day, and I have fallen in love with it. My first thought was, I'm scared because, one, I'm the only woman there, and then I'm the only like plus size woman.
And then in the face.
Not
I
even
got hit
that.
in the face already.
It's just that it's all men, and are they gonna be looking at me? Are they gonna be, you know, are they gonna be judging me or whatever the case may be? Girl, they ain't worried about you. All right. I walked up in there just ready, and like you said, it was the people who tapped you at the end that you didn't even know
was watching.
I didn't even know. Or it's the people that come and say, you know, you're doing an amazing job. Don't stop. Come back. You know, I admire you for what you're doing. And like you said, you take it as a little insulting at first, but deep down inside, I know they don't do it with malice. You know what I'm saying? And it is encouraging. Or even when I was cycling for the MS marathon and stuff, the people that I would meet along the way, like I was crying, like tears coming out my eyes, like I was just crying. And then they'll be like, don't stop, keep going. And then you take that extra pedal. So the help from the strangers, to me, it's super encouraging. But in Chicago, I remember you saying that when you started your journey, you had a few naysayers.
Right? So I started my journey. I had weight loss surgery, the sleeve, and it was like a lot of people thought I was cheating against my kind. Because I guess you can't have weight loss surgery and still be body positive and, you know, loving the skin that you're in. So people looked at me funny, like, who do you think you are? And I mean, it wasn't for you. Like, it wasn't for that. Y'all can look at me any way you want to. Okay, I'm doing this for me. Self-love, and it's just, you know, it's my journey. And it's something I had to do, you know, I had to think hard. And I always say anybody thinking about weight loss surgery or starting a journey of whatever, keto, whatever you're going to do, is do it for yourself and make sure that you research everything and that you're okay. You're not doing it because someone else is telling you to do it or because someone's telling you not to do it. You know, do it for yourself. Because again, I was trying to get my life back. I'm trying to not pay 2 plane tickets. I'm trying to get on this roller coaster, you know, little things that are, you know, I want to do that I haven't been able to do in a long time.
We gotta go to Six Flags together.
Okay, amen, right.
Because I haven't been able to do that in about 10 years.
I'm trying to have these babies, you know, I'm just trying to get my life back. So, you know, one step at a time, being more active, you know, starting your journey and just...
I want to touch on what you said, because what I like about both of you guys and following both of you guys, and what made me actually reach out to both of you guys, is I see some people who have lost weight, and this is no shade, but they throw up their Transformation Tuesday pictures, and it's like, ugh, I can't believe I used to look like that, and ugh, those thighs are so, and I don't know if they're cognizant of the fact that people still look like that, so you're kind of insulting them, and if it's in the interest of self-love and everything else, it wouldn't be ugh, I used to look like that. It's look how far I've come. Absolutely. So I think as a community, we need to be more cognizant of how we refer to our former selves, you know, and especially on a forum such as social media and stuff, where there's people who still look like that. So I commend you two for not doing that, because I find it annoying, but I know people like, it's my page, I post what I want, blah 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 blah, so I don't say anything, like I just don't invite you up here, but okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, I love that girl. I learned to love that girl at 331 pounds. I loved me. This was me. This is all of me. I still love that girl back then. I love this girl too. This is new. This is, you know, I'm learning myself every day now as a new person. But I will never stop. I know where I came from. And I know the struggle that everybody else has. And there's a lot of people that had that struggle and still has that strugul. So uplift everybody. I got no shade for nobody. Let's, you know, you can do it. Come dance with me. You know, let's go on this walk. We'll go at your pace if we have to, you know, because I get it.
Because Toya be leaving me when we
you know, and like you said, a lot of it.
She be like, you know, I'm only going this slow because you're here, but okay.
Well, I'm a jerk. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
A lot of it is health issues as well. When I was that size, I didn't mind being that size. I think I still dress nice. I still did my hair nice, and I've carried myself, I think, in the manner that was positive to plus size women, you know, and I felt it really took a hard turn for me when I started to have a lot of health issues. And so currently I have endometriosis, PCOS, fibroids, and sleep apnea.
Oh, wow.
So it's a tough journey for me because all of these things cause weight gain. PCOS in particular causes obesity. It causes my hormones to change. It causes my testosterone level to be high, which causes me to have what guys refer to as a beer belly. I carry my weight in my trunk. So from my chin to my waist is where majority of my weight, from my arms, stomach, back, chest, sides. That's where my weight congregated, and that's, you know, that's how I carried it. You know, I see some people who are plus size and have the nice hips, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind if I had nice hips, you know, but I didn't. That wasn't my reality. So my push came, you know, I have 2 children, and their father passed away from kidney failure in 2009. So I am the only parent. And I was like, you know what? I got to be around for these kids. I got to be around for their grandkids. I got to be around to see, you know, my son, who's a sophomore right now in college, to graduate. My daughter graduates from high school this year. And I just wanted to be healthier. I just wanted to be a better me.
And I think
I don't mind being curvy and plus size. I just want to be healthy while I'm there.
Because you've taken, from what I see, you've taken your daughter on vacations and stuff like that. You've been doing a lot more with this, I don't want to say new you, but I want to say better you for where you want to be. Absolutely. And everything you say you wanted to do, from what I see you've been doing. So kudos to you on that.
Thank you. I mean, that's really what it is about to me, being healthy. The other night I went out with some friends, and I jogged up these steps to the second floor of the restaurant and left them behind. And I was just like, I'm not even winded. We used to park coming out from work on the 3rd floor, which is 2 flights up from the first. And by the time I got up there, I'd be breathing hard in the car, like, trying to breathe quietly so everybody don't know that I'm breathing hard. I'm trying to let out my breath before I open the door. But this was my reality. It was just like everything was hard. Everything was laborious. Wow. If I wanted to, when I started my journey and I wanted to run with other people, my stomach started hurting. I felt like I was going to vomit. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I wanted to cry. I just was like, this is not life. And I just want to be healthier. And now, even at, 220 pounds, 217 pounds, I'm in there. I can get on the treadmill and run for half an hour, for 40 minutes, and not feel winded, not feel bad. And people, I see people behind me in the row, and they're like, okay, she keeps going. People pat you, like I said, and it's encouraging, but you really have to do it for yourself, and you really have to, and just say, you have to believe in yourself, and other people start believing. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that.
My little chalkboard in that back room says that same thing. Believe in yourself first, and nobody will. If you're what you're presenting is your product, and if you don't believe in it, nobody else is going to subscribe to it.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some tips and tricks to living a more active lifestyle. One of the things I practice is parking a safe walking distance. I used to have a handicap pass, and I just used to pull up right to the front, right to the front. And now, I didn't even renew it because I felt like it enabled my laziness. Okay. And now, everybody know Walmart and Valley Stream is always a parking lot. Like I'll park all the way down and just walk in and walk back. Like to me that works.
All those steps add up.
Another tip you could do is hide the remote. I know in today's day and age that seems very antiquated, but think about it. To get off the couch, you kind of got to do like a modified squat almost, right? Then change channel, then you sit back down. There you go. I do this in my office. I keep the garbage pail away. If anybody has like an administrative job, like my job is very administrative, keep the garbage pail away. So you actually have to get up to throw things away. Take the steps up or down. For some reason, people think taking the steps down doesn't count or it doesn't matter, and it does. Absolutely. If you have knee problems, it's very high impact, so you might want to, steer away from that. But if you don't and you can, or even if it's one flight, and eventually your knees will become conditioned.
Go slow. You might not be able to go up that flight, but going down is so much easier. So,
and that was actually my next tip, to take it slow. I'm the type, if I had like a bad day, it's like, I'm going to do like 10 workouts tomorrow. Like, I'm going to just eat this one more piece of fried chicken. I'm going in the morning, then I'm going to do boxing in the evening, then I'm going to go again, and ask me how many times that works out.
That's something to touch on. A lot of people, when they're starting, they'll say, I'm going to wait until the first of the month. I'm going to wait until Monday. And then in the meantime, subconsciously, they're like, let me get all the goodies I can. Right? So now you're packing on the pounds. So when you do start, you're already in the negative. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then sometimes if you doing a full start, now you packed on stuff for no reason because you didn't make it past Wednesday. Right. So what I would say is, don't wait. Just start. Even if, put your headphones on, put your trap music on, and go for a walk. Well, and you don't even realize, call your best friend, call your sister, somebody, and next thing you know, you gabbing with my mom. I could be on the phone with her for an hour. You didn't even realize you're walking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes just doing things to kind of keep your mind off the fact that you are moving. You've done it.
I say work those muscles. I, like Toya touched on, was one of those people who believed that I just didn't want to lift weights because I didn't want to get too brocky. I didn't want to look too strong, as you said. But I found it imperative to reach my goals. And it actually, once you educate yourself on things, and that's another thing, become like educated and versed in whatever it is you want to do. It burns more calories
for a longer time.
Yeah, so work those muscles
even after a workout. When you're lifting, the lean muscle burns more.
Still burning, yeah.
And you can burn it for a longer period of time after a workout.
That's why everyone should be. I don't care at any age. You should incorporate lifting weights in your routine. Absolutely. It's good for your bones. The muscle pads your bones, so it's very important for you to incorporate it. Even if it's light, just do some weight training.
if you have, I have a Fitbit. Some people have Apple Watches. But this Fitbit, these work challenges, weekend warrior challenges, the badges that you get from either walking a certain number of steps or whatever, they really motivate you. It ticks when I need to get like 250 more steps. Yeah. Sometimes it could be annoying. Sometimes it could be motivating. But I love it, and I love the community that comes with it, because you can challenge your friends, you can cheer them, they can see how many steps you made. So if I'm like, I don't want Aisha to know I was lazy today, so let me just. Or sometimes I'll be at my desk and I'll just be standing there. They be like, "Oh, that's Aya trying to get her steps in." When we went to Chicago, maybe y'all can't see, but Sharon's back there. We were in the party and we had just finished doing the forum, which Nikki was present for. And I was like, we gotta get these steps in. And I was in the party. Everybody else, I was like, this is not a dance move. Trust me. But I was just walking around that party like, so offbeat. But I hit my target. And it was amazing. Sharon thought I was crazy, but whatever.
That's the operation that it gives you to tell you you're done.
Yes.
Makes
you
reward.
get fireworks and everything.
Also, you can set these things to remind you to work out. So my Fitbit, I use my phone, and I put the days that I work. I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. So I put from Friday to Tuesday, between 8 and 4, I need to move once an hour. So about 10 minutes before the hour, if I have not moved from my desk, because I'm a dispatcher, I'm a police dispatcher, so I'm sitting and I'm on the radio typing. So it'll beat me and say, you haven't moved. Get in at least 250 steps. So 10 minutes before the hour, I may get up and I may, like you said, jog at your desk, and you walk around and run to the bathroom and back.
She be extra. She be doing push-ups at her desk.
I do squats.
She be doing squats at the desk.
We used to do that in the office.
I do have to move, but some days you get really busy and you have a crazy day. You got a car accident with people pinned, and you like, you're not moving for whatever reason. You're not moving. And it'll say, get up and move. Because it's good for your heart. It's good for circulation. It's good to just move. It burns the calories. It keeps you healthy, even if it's not enough to lose weight.
Mobility is it's
healthy, because it's not all about losing weight. It's about being healthy. So,
and anybody got any tips before I go to my last tip?
Like she said, just even if you have a job where I have a sedentary job, I'm sitting at a desk all day designing things. So definitely encourage your coworkers. Like me and my coworkers used to do the same thing. We used to do 10-minute, do a push-up, 10 push-ups every hour. So we just get up out of the scene and do 10 push-ups. And it got crazy because it was really funny.
I'll be over there.
Yeah, and then one day, one of the trainers came over, they were keting something. And they're like, oh, we're doing push-ups? And they just got down and doing push-ups with us. So it's just make anything, make anything into an opportunity to improve yourself.
I have one of the girls, she works ESU, and she comes by our office sometimes. Hey, Banfield, if she sees, I'm going to tell her watch this. So she comes in and she'll make everybody get up and do jumping jacks for a minute. She's like, come on, guys. And she comes in and she's loud, and we can't hear the radio. We can hear that. And all of us in there jumping jacks. Like, Central, do you copy? We're all doing jumping jacks for a minute. Everybody is cut off. So, just keep it fun, keep it light, and keep it interesting. Otherwise, like you said, it gets boring. Nobody wants to go to a place where every day you're doing the same workout. You want to. I watch other people's videos, and then I'll tag them. I'm gonna try this, and when I do, I'm gonna tag you and me doing it. So that's what I like.
And it doesn't have to be formalized either. Do you know how many steps you take in the grocery store or the mall or whatever the case may be?
You keep this funny. You'll be surprised at how it adds up.
Don't be scared to get up and move. Don't be scared to jiggle a little bit. Don't be scared, because a lot of times I feel people get stuck within them own selves. Somebody said something earlier, because everybody's looking at me.
Right.
But y'all all there for the same thing.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm twerk in the mirror if you got to. just move, get up. Do what's fun to you. Have fun with it.
The last tip, and then we're gonna bring fan favorite Mitsy on, is to get cute.
Ooh.
So we'll see you in a second. So now we're back with fan favorite Mitsy. Hey. So one of our tips and tricks was to get cute. I know one of my stories was, I used to go to the gym, but I used to go any which way because I go any which way anyway. But I kind of felt some type of way, I was like, I felt like my socks needed to match. Like the gym is a thing. Like this is a thing.
It definitely is.
So I did some research. I was like, okay, my research started with what I could afford. Mm-hmm. And my price points were kind of like Lane Bryant and Walmart. So that's where I started. But I know that once I started to feel cute, I didn't feel so self. That was one less thing I had to worry about when I went to the gym. Mm-hmm. So I would say that getting cute, it lent to my dedication, so to speak, because I just didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to worry about not fitting in or feeling some type of way. And then I think there's the stigma too, where like you can't be the busted fat girl. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, you just can't. So if you're gonna go, you like gotta go. So my favorite brand for my price point is, I would say Lane Bryant and Walmart, but I lean more towards Walmart because I know I don't have to plan when I go to Walmart. Right. With Lane Bryant, I got to plan, meaning like I got to make sure I have a coupon. I got to wait till there's a sale. I got to see what's going on. With Walmart, I know I could just walk in and the price point to me is going to yield me something great. I wore my outfit that I wore for the MS Marathon was from Walmart. The outfit that I'm wearing now is from Walmart, so I like Walmart.
Well, I am a connoisseur of cute, so I do like to spread out my shopping, but I actually got these pants from Victoria's Secret on sale, though, because we know how much Victoria's Secret costs.
Wait, Victoria's Secret?
Yes, ma'am. All of this.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
All of this.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
And all of this for you.
Okay.
So, obviously, I am a savvy shopper, so I did get them on sale, semi-annual sale, which is happening now, so you might want to get there. I also go to Old Navy. Old Navy has a widespread of sizes from extra small to, I believe, 3X, so don't feel intimidated because, your size isn't at Victoria's Secret, which, by the way, this is a large.
What?
Yes, ma'am. It's all in here.
This is a large, a Victoria's Secret large?
It's a large.
I would have never thought, because for so long I thought Victoria's Secret was outside of like my size range. So I would have never, that would be the last place I thought, but I guess I learned something new today.
Yeah, just go in. I mean, I did speak to the rep because I've bought pants from them before and they weren't as stretchy as I like them to be, but I just took a gauge because these are compression pants and you do need them to be a little bit tighter, so it serves its purpose. So the only negative size is that they only go up to an XL, but if you can fit it, buy it.
And I love compression, especially if you're doing like high impact workouts.
Yes.
Because like with the boxing, it's a lot of jumping and oh my gosh, my knees. So if I could get something that compresses that, I'm not saying the pain will go away, but it might be less. So
and it helps because your pants don't roll over. Like I have mine tucked in above my belly button, and it won't roll down. So that's always good.
Which I hate when pants roll down.
Me too.
Yeah. And I hate seeing your pants roll down, ladies.
Yours?
Mine's are my tights are Old Navy, and I got these on sale too. And I got 2 pairs, black and these army green, petite green.
Cute.
And this is an Under Armour shirt. Got this from Chelsea Paris Fitness.
The best gym in the world.
The best gym in the world.
Shameless plug.
And I got this is just a body suit. I wouldn't necessarily wear this to work out in, but if you want to dress up your workout clothes just because you're going to go hang out with friends at the gym or wherever, you could just do something like this.
I would have never thought of that though. No. That's one of those like after the gym and you just gotta go straight to like happy hour, which we don't suggest, but okay.
Yeah.
That's one of those kind of
improvised.
And now people are wearing activewear like regular clothes.
As
so I think think that's perfect. I thought that was actually a shirt.
But part of it, no,
I didn't realize
it's a bodysuit.
So what is your favorite brand though?
What is my favorite? For athletic wear, I would say I really do like Old Navy's athletic and Athleta, which is part of the same family. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Old Navy's workout clothes are really affordable, and they have a really good size range, which is always what we're talking about. Yeah. So I would say Old Navy.
Old Navy kind of cuts me off at the thigh. I have a couple of pants from Old Navy, but it just cuts me. I don't know why. I think I just
the way it's
cut. Yeah, the inner. Like I just have funny shaped thighs.
Okay. No, it's not. It's not that. It's the inseam tightness. Okay. So Old Navy, if you're watching, you might want to loosen that up.
For me. Nobody else, just for me. For bras though, I would say not compromising anybody, that's a member of the big, committee. I swear by Lane Bryant bras. I mean, with them things hold you down. It feel like duct tape. I feel secure. Okay, like nothing's moving, shaking, jumping out. Nothing is more. I don't want to say embarrassing, but make me want to feel more self-conscious than either jumping or whatever, and everything's like plopping out because you gotta like jump rope and things like that.
Insert sound effects.
Yeah. So I would say my opinion might be very biased because I really haven't tried much, and that's probably because I've been so satisfied with the coverage that Lane Bryant provides. Right. Yeah. And then they have different impact level bras as well. I always get the highest because it's the same price, so might as well get the most bang for it.
Actually, if you want, as a tip, depending on what type of workout you're doing, you should increase your intensity to that. So like when you're boxing, wear the one that's high intensity because it's going to strap you down. But if you're doing like simple cardio, wear a looser one just so that you feel more comfortable and you have more you won't have as much restriction because it doesn't feel the same
during the workout. Yeah.
What I like is that a lot of brands now that you wouldn't think are selling a plus size activewear are. And my thing is like, do you trust it or not? Because it's like, are they just selling it because I guess there's a bigger market for plus size activewear now? Because before that really wasn't a concern for major brands or whatever. Or is it really good? I know I've been seeing like some Fabletics come around. And I think Kelly Rowland just signed up with them to do some kind of campaign or whatever. It looks nice. The reviews for Fenty have been really good
for the workout.
Yeah, and I like how their like campaign is because they do both.
She seems serious about it though. Like I feel like with Rihanna's brand, she's whatever angle she takes, like when it comes to beauty or whatever, she seems like she goes all in and she's really involved with it. So I think even when she's inclusive of people who are of a larger size, that I think it's from a genuine place.
What I like is for companies to be not only inclusive in sizing, but inclusive when advertising. Yeah. Because you would see people say, like, we go up to a 3X.
And you don't see
but
it.
You would never see, somebody of plus size wearing whatever it is they go up to 3X in. Right. So what I like about that is that they're inclusive in their advertising as well as their sizing. So that's really cool. Any other tips?
I forgot to add in a shameless plug. This cute hoodie from our merch shop. Thick check, pun intended. If you want one, you can stop by the shop and purchase yours.
Yes, very affordable. Wear it. It's cozy. Wore it to Chicago. Loved it. You'll see some stills later of us in it yet. Still. So now let's talk about our view of the month.
Oh yes, let's do that.
View of the month. So this view of the month is the lovely Jessica Lee from Atlanta, Georgia. So Jessica, she's dope. She did the Cocoa Beach Bash shoot. She's in the Jeep alongside Nikki.
Is that Bubble Butt?
Huh?
Is that Bubble Butt? I'm sorry.
It is, but she's super dope. Whenever she's actually in New York City, she hits me up. Whenever we're either in Atlanta, whenever we're in a city together, she's uber supportive. What do you need from me? She orders, and you know how some people are like, oh, I need a discount. I don't give people that beg for a discount. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like you don't go to, you know, I give to people who just don't expect it. And it's because of the selflessness that makes me want to. You know what I'm saying? Right. So to me, she's just an awesome person. She rides out for Shapely wherever we are. And kudos to you. And you are View of the Month. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now's the event that we're looking forward to. There's going to be in February a winter recap hosted by Bold magazine. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be one of their first events. From what we've seen, they've advertised on Shapely events. We've seen them in Chicago and Jersey and a couple of other places. I know some of the people that work on their team personally. So it seems like it's going to be a nice, good, empowering event. It's for a weekend. They're going to have panel discussions, workshops, and things like that. And I know in Chicago, they did a men's workshop, which is cool because I think sometimes at the plus size events, people tend to forget about the males. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really dope. So they're going to do their weekend wrap up party, weekend extravaganza, and it's very chic because it's a nice hotel. If you want details on it, go to shapely.com and check our events page. That wraps it up for Shapely TV. We discussed so many things. I would like to thank our special guest, Aisha. She can be found at Harlem, Harlem Girl, GURL 6 on Instagram. We also had the lovely Nikki, who could be found at Luscious 2XL, LUSCIOUS 2XL. And Mitsy, tell them where they can find you.
On IG at ITZMTZ. Check me out.
And you can find me, Toya, on Instagram as well at Wavy Toya, WAVYTOYA. Don't drown.
I like that. And you can find Shapely at Shapely Events across all media platforms. Be sure to tune in, leave a comment, leave a like, and thanks for checking us out. We out.